So good evening everyone. Welcome back to our classes. సో సీటెట్ నుంచి అయితే నోటిఫికేషన్ అయితే జారీ అయింది. వచ్చే సంవత్సరం ఫిబ్రవరి 8వ తారీఖు సీటెట్ ఎగ్జామ్ కండక్ట్ చేయబోతున్నారు. ఎస్, సో సీటెట్కి సంబంధించిన నోటిఫికేషన్ ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. ఒకసారి నోటిఫికేషన్ అయితే చూపిస్తాను అందరికీ. సో కేవలం 2 నెలల గడువు మాత్రమే ఉంది, 3 నెలల గడువు ఉంది. సో ఈ 3 నెలల గడువులో ప్రీ ప్లాన్డ్గా జాగ్రత్తగా మనం సిలబస్ని కవర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో నోటిఫికేషన్ అయితే ఇచ్చారు, నేను ఒకసారి నోటిఫికేషన్ చూపిస్తాను మీకు. ఎస్, సో ఇక్కడ చూస్తే పబ్లిక్ నోటిఫికేషన్ అనేది రిలీజ్ అయింది. సారీ ఫ్రెండ్స్, డిలే అయింది. సో నిన్న రిలీజ్ చేశారు సీటెట్ నుంచి. ద సెంట్రల్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ సెకండరీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ విల్ బి కండక్టెడ్ ఇన్ ద 21st edition of the Central Teacher Eligibility Test on 8th February 2026. The paper 1 and paper 2. The test will be conducted in 20 languages in 132 cities in overall the country. సో దేశం మొత్తం 20 భాషలలో 132 సిటీస్లో ఈ పేపర్ని కండక్ట్ చేయబోతున్నారు. సో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఇంకా నోటిఫికేషన్ అయితే ఎగ్జాక్ట్ డేట్ ఇచ్చారు, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ నోటిఫికేషన్ అనేది ఇంకా రాలేదు. సో అది నాకు తెలిసి ఇంకొక 1 వీక్లో వచ్చేస్తుంది కంపల్సరీ. सार्वजनिक नोटिस दिया गया है दोस्तों. केंद्रीय माध्यमिक शिक्षा बोर्ड दिनांक 8 फरवरी 2026 को केंद्रीय शिक्षक पात्रता परीक्षा यानी सीटेट पेपर 1 पेपर 2 21वां संस्करण आयोग करेगा. यह परीक्षा देश भर 132 शहरों में 20 భాషాओं में ఆయోజిత్ की जाएगी. సో ఓవరాల్ దీంట్లో ఇచ్చిన దాని ప్రకారంగా అయితే మనకి ఇచ్చిన నోటిఫికేషన్ ప్రకారంగా ఈ నోటిఫిकेशन के हिसाब से 8th February they are going to conduct the exam. So we have 3 months of time. Yes, the exam they are going to conduct on 8th February 2026. So today is October 25th. So if you want to take care to be a part of this Ctet, to get qualified with a good marks, with scoring a good marks, just do follow our channel, comment our channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications easily. So I am going to show you all the CDP question papers which are present with me for the last 8 years. I am having last 8 years I have the question papers. So I am going to reveal all the 8 question papers along with you. And you can see the 8th February. That's the final date which has given to us. So what are the topics we have to cover in the Ctet? We have to check what are the topics which are given, which are the topics we have to complete for the syllabus. I think we have done for very less time. We need to do more hard work. So I think in the previous class of Ctet live session I have completed up to the page number 14. Yeah, so let me complete this topics. So the next topic is which is very important. So next topic అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. అసలు థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ యూనిఫ్యాక్టర్ థియరీ done by the Alfred Binet. So it's a G factor general. So 2 factor is Charles Spearman. It is divided into 2 parts, that is general as well as specific factor. Specific factor which comes under singing as well as sports. Triarchic theory of intelligence was introduced by the Sternberg, which consisted divided into 3 parts. One is analytical and componential. Second one creative and experiential. Third one practical and contextual. So which is very important. So as I said, this is very important for the Ctet as well as Tet examination, the CDP paper, as I said. Now see, in the analytical of the componential, we are dividing into meta components. The second one is the performance components, and the third one is the knowledge acquisition. So the second comes to creative or experiential, which is a novelty and automation, and the third one is the practical and contextual, which is the adaptation, selection and shaping. So first one is a unique factory theory, Alfred Binet. 2 factory method was started by Charles Spearman, and a triarchical theory of intelligence was started by Sternberg. The multi-factor is introduced by the E.L. Thorndike, so which is divided into here also 3 parts. One is social, second one is the concrete, third one is the abstract. So which basis of the G factor with reference to the intelligence, the general term of measuring the mental ability is called G factor. So how we are going to check any person's IQ level? Normally how we are going to check the IQ level? It is the ability to adjust the environmental and ability to learn and ability to carry out the abstract reasoning. Intelligence or intelligentsia to understand IQ level is mental age by chronological age into 100. This is called as IQ, which is important. IQ. So how we are going to check a person IQ is depending upon the mental age and chronological age into 100. Yes, so we go for the next one. So you can go for this one. Yes, so we are going back to the, so we are having some emotions and cognitions which are related to the Ctet. Emotions and cognitions. Cognitions and emotions both are not separable. Cognition and emotions are intertwined and affected of each other. Fear, anger, love, which are comes by the emotions, which was seen by the J.B. Watson. Attention, stimulus, memory, and mental skills are cognition. Emotions and cognitions are independent of each other, said by Zhang. Next, the relation between cognition and emotion is bidirectional, a dynamic interplay between both. Next, learning is influenced by learner emotion and is effective environmental, that is emotionally positive and satisfying for the learner. Next, emotions are inextricably intertwined with motivation and learning. So how emotions are connected with the motivation and learning? The main characteristics of emotionally motivated children is balanced way of presenting their view. How they are going to present their views, that is most important. Skill involved in emotional intelligence, that means they are going to show their intelligence by theory of by the emotional intelligence. Yes. Now third one is the skill involved in emotional. How the skills, how our brain power, which is skills which are involved in the emotional intelligence is the first one is the awareness of emotions. Emotions we have to carry up to which session. The second one is the management. Third one is the amicable. Democratic classroom environmental is the best suited for emotional development of a child. The second one is primary school children will learn most effective in an atmosphere where their emotional needs are met. They feel they are valued. Yeah. So the next continuation is the CC model. CC model. Continuous comprehensive evaluation. So assessment for learning, which is divided into two parts. One is summative as well as one formative. So I'm going to keep as it is so that you can able to see the video clearly. How the CC model is divided: for, of, as and in. For, of, as well as in. Throughout the year, two times you are going to self-assessment and integrated. Teacher and student both role are important. Here assessment of learning is only teacher involvement. Assessment as learning is self-evaluation. So this for of as is these are connected with assessment for learning, assessment of learning, assessment as learning, assessment in learning. So what are the learning disabilities? So these are the learning disabilities which are given in the papers. Yes. So now we'll go for the next one, that is NCF, National Curriculum Frame of NCF 2005. Now once you go through this one, all the lines carefully, which is given in this paper clearly. So this is all about the National Curriculum Frame. Now, yes, Right to Education Act. RT, one more question also will get compulsory. Right to education, which is very very important in this question paper. Every child between the ages 6 to 14 has the right to free compulsory education. This is stated by the 86th Amendment of the Act 2012, inserted in the Article 21A. Right to Education Act 2019 is based on the Article 15 of Constitution of India. It is based on humanistic perspectives. Right to Education Act came into effect on April 2010. So admitted to an agreed appropriate for admitted child. According to Right to Education Act 2019, elementary education means education from 1st to 6th grade. Public teacher ratio is 35:1 between the classes 6 to 8. And for primary classes, there should be 30 students for each teacher. Right to Education Act has 45 hours of working in a week. The National Commission for Protection of Child Right has been designated an agency monitor provisions of Right to Education Act in 2007. So once again, please say carefully one mark which is very important. Right to Education Act 2009. Please go through carefully each and every one, which is very, as I said, very important. Yes, this is about Right to Education Act, and before this was the National Curriculum Framework. National Curriculum Framework 2005, Learning Without Burden. So, which is started by the professional Yashpal. Connect yourself the child of the life itself because it is based on the constructive approach. So, the student behavior, everything will be depend upon the constructive support approach. Teacher is a facilitator, counselor, learner, manager, accessories, innovator. To shift learning from the root method, connecting knowledge to life side of the school, enriching the curriculum beyond the textbook to identify the student, to integrate examination into hard learning, it make it flexible. No root memorization should be made. So don't misunderstand information as knowledge. Learning is active and social is nature. Learning should be wider social construct. So according to National Curriculum by 2000, oral and written test should be introduced from the third class. So National Curriculum by teachers should not use multiple textbook for subject multiple resources. Yes. So Renzulli three-ring model is given. One is high creativity, higher ability, and third one is higher commitment. So elements of creativity, we are totally having four types of flexibility. One is fluency, one is originality, one is elaboration. Thurston Group Factor Theory of Intelligence, primary mentals. Those are the seven abilities which we have seen regularly. One is verbal comprehension, second one reasoning, third one perceptual speed, fourth one numerical ability, fifth one war fluency, sixth one associative memory, seventh one spatial visualization. Yes, the stages of learning, we are having different types of different kinds of learning right over here. Yes, so stages of learning given by the burner, we are having three types. One is inactive, second one is the iconic, third one is symbolic. Live experience, movement and action. Economic is the images and depend on the flashcards. Learning through the learn languages by telling writing symbols. So the last and final theory classes Harvard Bandular, social learning. So autonomous is known as a observational learning. Children intimate observe and learn by seeing others. So it involves three types of four types of methods. One is attention method, one is a retention method, one is production, fourth method motivation. So from the overall of the learning, social is only the very easy subject of process of learning is called, it's called modeling. So last and final page, go for this CDP, year side everything. Yes. So now get back to the theory classes of CDP. Let's check few questions. Yes. So this is the question paper which I have related to CBT. Children acquire general knowledge, general roles throughout all the following, except what is that? Except yes. Now see the questions which are given in the question. Children acquire general throughout the following. बच्चे को छोड़कर अन्य सभी के द्वारा लिंग भूमिकाएं ग्रहण करते हैं. अनि सोशलाइजेशन, सो सामाजिक कारण, कल्चर, संस्कृति, ट्यूटोरिंग, ट्यूशन, media. So out of all this, the correct answer is tutoring is the correct answer. Now comes to second question. One of the critical standardized test has been conducted. Yes, Madhu said tutoring is the correct answer. Yes, thank you, Madhu. Yes. Second one of the criticized of standardized test. One of the criticism standard test is they represent the large mainstream culture and therefore blazing. The third one, the theory of multiple intelligence is that intelligence can be of several kinds. That can be read from the several kinds. Now see the next question. So this is complete about only CDP only. And you can see it is given in the both the languages. So I'll try to keep the live classes tomorrow also if possible. So, now see the questions which we are having in the previous examinations. These are the questions of the previous year. Yes, now you can see all the questions which I got I have given to you or not. Yes. Now see the question numbers from 17 to 20. So we are having the questions up to 30 questions. So these are the total 30 questions. Now you can see that CDP previous academic year 30 questions which I have brought from the um, so Madhu, sorry Madhu, I cannot tell exact time on which time I'm going to come to live sessions. Maximum I might be available in the night sessions only, same time between the 9 10 after 9 or 10, then only I will start my live sessions. So if you have any doubts you can just ping me in the comment box after these videos. Yes, so this is a paper which is going to be done, and I'll show the all the questions, try to solve the answers for it. Yes, the first question is, an infant holds a toy initially using his palm, and he grows holds with the fingers. Exactly the development of the principle is called as. Yes, now see the second question. So these are the total 30 questions. So whenever I'll get the free time, I'll try to come to the online session so that I can able to explain all the problems in very easy method. Not only CDP, not only mathematics. If it is for physical science, Telugu and other languages, if they are unable to understand, so we can go through all the videos which I am going to post in the channel, and the question papers also I'll try to share it definitely. Okay, so this is in the signing off today's night. Thank you.